Forget everything you've been told about counting calories or grueling fitness routines to achieve weight loss. The controversial truth is that your body isn't a simple calculator. It's a complex hormonal engine. If you're re-eating every few hours, even if you're re-following standard healthy meal plans, you are unknowingly keeping your fat-burning switch locked in the off position. This is precisely why it feels impossible to lose belly fat no matter how hard you work out. You are trapped in storage mode, allowing visceral fat to suffocate your organs and drain your vitality. We are diving into a counterintuitive reality. You do want to need more diet foods to boost metabolism. You need strategic time. This video is about more than just slimming down for the mirror. It's a blueprint to eliminate abdominal fat by mastering the master hormone, insulin. If you've been searching for weight loss tips that actually produce results, this lecture will show you how to lose weight healthily by triggering a deep cellular reset that conventional wisdom completely ignores. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the exact hour-by-hour timeline your body follows to stop burning sugar and start melting stubborn fat. You'll discover the magic window where visceral fat finally becomes your primary fuel, providing a stable energy source that even enhances your mental health resources. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to lose weight fast and effectively, turning your body into a high-performance machine. Let's get straight to the point. The modern approach to weight loss is fundamentally flawed because it focuses almost entirely on the quantity of food rather than the hormonal impact of when we consume it. To truly understand fat burning, we must look beyond the simple calories in versus calories out model and examine the master controller of human metabolism, insulin. When we talk about the desire to slimming down, we are often fighting against a physiological environment that is biologically programmed to store energy. Every time a person consumes carbohydrates or processed sugars, the pancreas releases insulin to manage the influx of glucose. This hormone is essentially a storage key. As long as it is circulating in high concentrations, the body remains in an anabolic state, meaning it is focused on building and storing rather than breaking down. This is the primary reason why many individuals struggle to lose weight fast despite reducing their food intake. If the frequency of eating remains high, insulin never drops low enough to allow the mobilization of stored energy. This biological reality makes it nearly impossible to lose belly fat if one is constantly snacking throughout the day. The journey toward a healthier body composition begins with a paradigm shift, moving away from the obsession with food volume and toward a deep respect for hormonal rhythms. To effectively eliminate abdominal fat, one must recognize that not all fat is created equal. Subcutaneous fat, the kind you can pinch under your skin, is largely a cosmetic concern, but visceral fat is a metabolic poison. This deep-seated fat wraps around your vital organs, such as the liver and heart, secreting inflammatory cytokines that drive chronic disease. Achieving successful fat burning in this specific area requires more than just occasional exercise. It requires a systemic reduction in systemic inflammation. By understanding how to boost metabolism through the strategic timing of meals, we can force the body to tap into these dangerous reserves. Most people are stuck in a cycle of glucose dependency, where their brain and muscles rely on a constant drip of sugar. Breaking this cycle is the first step to lose weight healthily, as it transitions the body from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. This transition is often accompanied by a significant improvement in energy levels, as fat provides a much more stable and long-lasting fuel source than the volatile spikes and crashes associated with high-carbohydrate healthy meal plans. The concept of metabolic flexibility is central to any effective set of weight loss tips. A metabolically flexible person can switch seamlessly between burning glucose and burning fat, depending on availability. However, in our current food environment, most people have lost this ability. They are in a state of constant insulin elevation, which locks the fat cells shut. To lose weight fast and keep it off, one must prioritize the lowering of insulin through extended periods of digestive rest. This is not about deprivation, it is about strategic timing. When we look at fitness from a hormonal perspective, we realize that the breakdown phase is just as important as the nourishment phase. Without the breakdown phase, the body never has the opportunity to perform essential maintenance, leading to the accumulation of cellular waste and stubborn weight. Furthermore, the connection between physical health and mental health resources cannot be overstated. A brain fueled by stable ketones rather than erratic glucose is more resilient, focused, and calm, providing a psychological edge that makes it easier to stick to long-term health goals. For those looking to eliminate abdominal fat, the liver acts as the primary gatekeeper. Before the body can even think about attacking the fat on your waistline, it must first clear out the glycogen stores in the liver. Most adults carry enough stored sugar to fuel their activities for an entire day or more. If you are constantly eating, you are simply topping off these glycogen tanks, ensuring that the fat-burning switch remains firmly in the off position. This is why standard healthy meal plans that emphasize frequent small meals often fail to produce results for those with significant insulin resistance. To boost metabolism effectively, you must create a vacuum in the liver's energy stores. Once those glycogen levels drop below a critical threshold, the body has no choice but to seek alternative fuel. This is the precise moment when fat burning shifts from a theoretical concept to a physiological reality. It is a process that requires patience, as the body must relearn how to produce the enzymes necessary for fat oxidation. Success in the realm of fitness and long-term health is rarely about a single heroic effort. It is about the cumulative effect of consistent hormonal management. To lose weight healthily, one must view every meal as a hormonal signal. Are you signaling storage or are you signaling mobilization? By choosing to extend the time between the last meal of one day and the first meal of the next, you are giving your body a powerful signal to prioritize repair and energy utilization. This approach is far more effective for those who want to lose belly fat than any temporary cleansing diet. It addresses the root cause of weight gain, the chronic elevation of insulin, rather than just masking the symptoms. As the body becomes more efficient at accessing its fat stores, the intense cravings that often derail slimming efforts begin to fade. This hormonal stabilization is the secret sauce that allows people to maintain their progress and eventually reach their goal of a leaner, more vibrant physique. Ultimately, the goal of any weight loss journey should be to restore the body's natural intelligence. Our ancestors did not have access to a constant supply of calories, and our physiology evolved to thrive in a state of periodic scarcity. By reintroducing this rhythm, we can lose weight fast in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Incorporating these principles into your daily life doesn't just help you slimming down. It protects your heart, clears your mind, and extends your lifespan. Whether you are using weight loss tips to jumpstart a transformation or looking for ways to optimize your current fitness routine, the key lies in mastering your hormones. When you control insulin, you control your fat storage, and when you control your fat storage, you reclaim your health. This is the foundation upon which all successful fat burning and metabolic health are built, providing the clarity and vitality needed to pursue all other life goals with vigor. As we delve deeper into the physiological timeline of abstinence, it becomes clear that the transition from a sugar-dependent state to a fat-burning state is not instantaneous but a series of metabolic milestones. For most individuals starting their journey toward weight loss, the first 12 hours of a fast represent a period of stabilization where the body finishes processing the nutrients from the last meal. During this initial phase, insulin levels begin their slow descent, but the body is still primarily fueled by liver glycogen. If your goal is to slimming down effectively, you must understand that the real magic doesn't happen in this maintenance phase. In many cases, people who follow standard healthy meal plans that include late-night snacks never even reach the end of their glycogen stores, meaning they never actually tap into their fat reserves. To lose weight fast, one must cross the threshold where the liver is emptied of its sugar stores, forcing the body to look elsewhere for energy. This transition is often where the most significant fat burning begins, as the body is forced to mobilize fatty acids to keep the system running. For the average person, this process is the true beginning of the effort to lose belly fat, as the body starts to realize that its primary fuel source is no longer coming from the digestive tract but from the internal storage units. The window between 16 and 18 hours of fasting is where the metabolic landscape shifts dramatically. At this point, liver glycogen is significantly depleted, and the drop in insulin becomes much more pronounced. This hormonal environment triggers the activation of hormone-sensitive lipase, an enzyme that acts like a key to unlock fat cells. For those struggling to eliminate abdominal fat, this is a critical window because visceral fat is particularly sensitive to these hormonal shifts. Unlike subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is highly inflammatory and metabolically active, meaning it responds quickly to the absence of insulin. When you prioritize fitness through the lens of time-restricted feeding, you are essentially training your body to become more efficient at this mobilization process. In insulin-resistant individuals, this window might only be the beginning of the cleanup process, as their baseline insulin levels are so high that it takes longer for the storage mode to fully deactivate. However, with consistency, this window helps to boost metabolism by forcing the mitochondria to adapt to burning fatty acids instead of glucose. This adaptation is a cornerstone of any set of professional weight loss tips, as it builds the metabolic machinery necessary to lose weight healthily over the long term, rather than relying on the fleeting results of crash diets. When a fast extends toward the 24-hour mark, the body enters a state of profound physiological repair and efficiency. Growth hormone levels begin to skyrocket, which is a natural mechanism designed to protect lean muscle mass while the body harvests energy from fat stores. This is a vital distinction for anyone worried that fasting might lead to muscle loss. In reality, chronic calorie restriction while maintaining high insulin is what wastes muscle, whereas fasting preserves it. For those dedicated to fat burning, the 24-hour milestone is often where they experience a metabolic breakthrough. The brain begins to receive a steady supply of ketones, which are molecules produced by the liver from broken down fat. These ketones are an incredibly efficient fuel source, often providing a level of mental clarity and focus that is inaccessible on a standard high-carbohydrate diet. This shift often provides a massive boost to mental health resources, as the brain is no longer subjected to the inflammatory spikes of blood sugar. Furthermore, as the body becomes more comfortable in this state, the drive to slimming becomes less of a mental struggle and more of a natural progression. You are no longer fighting your biology. You are working with it to eliminate abdominal fat and restore systemic health. One of the most powerful processes triggered by extended fasting is autophagy, which typically begins to ramp up as you approach the 24-hour mark and beyond. Autophagy is the body's internal recycling program where it identifies damaged proteins, old mitochondria, and dysfunctional cellular components and breaks them down for energy or new building blocks. This process is essential for those who want to lose weight healthily, as it ensures that the weight being lost isn't just mass, but inflammatory and dysfunctional tissue. Visceral fat cells are often highly dysfunctional and filled with inflammatory markers. Through autophagy, the body can effectively clean house from the inside out. This cellular renewal is a key reason why fasting is so much more than a tool to lose belly fat. It is a comprehensive longevity strategy. By incorporating these longer windows into a lifestyle, perhaps once or twice a week, an individual can dramatically boost metabolism and reset their insulin sensitivity. This reset makes every subsequent meal more effective, as the body becomes better at partitioning nutrients into muscle and bone rather than shunting them into fat storage. It is the ultimate expression of fitness, where the body is lean, clean, and metabolically flexible. To maximize the benefits of these fasting windows and lose weight fast, one must pay close attention to the quality of the feast that follows the fast. Breaking a fast with refined sugars or high-carbohydrate processed foods can cause a massive insulin spike that shuts down the fat-burning process and can lead to rapid fat restorage. Instead, healthy meal plans should focus on high-quality proteins, healthy fats, and fibrous vegetables. This approach maintains the low insulin environment for as long as possible, even after you've started eating again. This strategy is one of the most effective weight loss tips for those who find themselves stuck at a plateau. By keeping the eating window clean, you ensure that the progress made during the fast is cemented. This helps to eliminate abdominal fat by preventing the yo-yo effect that many experience when they treat fasting as a way to earn bad food. True success comes from understanding that fasting is a tool to restore balance, not a punishment for eating. When you treat your body with this level of respect, the journey to slimming becomes a rewarding experience of self-discovery and physical empowerment. Finally, it is important to recognize that the journey to lose weight healthily through fasting is a marathon, not a sprint. The body requires time to upregulate the enzymes and transport proteins needed to move fat from storage to the mitochondria for oxidation. This is why many people don't see immediate results in the first few days of a new fasting routine. However, as metabolic flexibility improves, the body becomes more adept at switching fuels. This improvement in metabolic efficiency is what allows individuals to boost metabolism permanently. Moreover, the psychological benefits of mastering one's hunger cannot be overstated. By utilizing mental health resources and staying informed about the science of fasting, you can overcome the social and internal pressures to eat constantly. This leads to a profound sense of freedom from food addiction and a renewed focus on overall fitness. As the visceral fat disappears and inflammation subsides, you will likely find that your energy levels, mood, and physical capabilities all reach new heights, proving that the best way to lose belly fat and reclaim your life is to embrace the natural rhythms of the human body. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that so many of you have asked about: fasting for weight loss. Is it a magic bullet, a fad, or a legitimate tool to help you reach your health goals? Let's break it all down, step by step, so you can decide if it's right for you. First, let's get one thing straight. Fasting isn't about starving yourself, it's about intentionally cycling between periods of eating and not eating. This isn't a new concept. It's been a part of human history for thousands of years. The key difference today is that we're using it strategically for health benefits, including weight management. So how exactly does fasting help with weight loss? It works in a few fascinating ways. The most obvious one is calorie restriction. When you're fasting, you're naturally consuming fewer meals, which usually leads to a lower overall calorie intake. It's simple math, but it's effective. But there's more going on under the surface. Fasting has a powerful effect on your hormones. It helps to lower your insulin levels. Insulin is the hormone that tells your body to store fat. When insulin is low, your body can more easily tap into its stored fat for energy. This metabolic switch from burning sugar to burning fat is one of the main reasons fasting is so effective for fat loss. Additionally, fasting can boost your levels of human growth hormone or HGH. This hormone helps to preserve muscle mass and increase your metabolism, which is fantastic news when you're trying to lose weight. You want to lose fat, not precious muscle, right? Now, let's talk about the different types of intermittent fasting, because it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. The most popular method is probably the 16/8 method. This is where you fast for 16 hours a day and have an 8-hour window to eat your meals. For many people, this is as simple as skipping breakfast and having their first meal around noon, then their last meal before 8 p.m. It's relatively easy to fit into a busy schedule. Another popular option is the 5-2 diet. With this method, you eat normally for 5 days of the week and then restrict your calories to around 500 to 600 on 2 non-consecutive days. This gives you more flexibility on your normal eating days. Then there's Eat Stopped, which involves doing a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week. For example, you might finish dinner on a Monday and not eat again until dinner on Tuesday. This one can be a bit more challenging, so it's often something people work up to. And let's not forget alternate day fasting, where you fast every other day. This can be quite intense, but some studies show significant results. There are modified versions where you eat a small number of calories on your fasting days. So, which one should you choose? The honest answer is the one you can stick with. The best fasting plan is the one that fits your lifestyle, your preferences, and your body. Start slow. Maybe begin with a 12-hour fast, which is basically just an overnight fast, and gradually extend your fasting window. Listen to your body. That is the most important rule. Okay, so you've decided to give it a try. What should you do to set yourself up for success? First, hydration is key. During your fasting window, you should drink plenty of water. You can also have black coffee or unsweetened tea. These can help curb your appetite and keep you hydrated without breaking your fast. When your eating window opens, focus on nutrient-dense foods. This is crucial. Don't use your eating window as an excuse to eat whatever you want. If you fill up on junk food, you're going to undermine all your hard work. Prioritize lean proteins, healthy fats, and lots of vegetables. These will keep you full, provide essential nutrients, and support your weight loss goals. Think grilled chicken or fish, avocados, nuts, and a colorful array of veggies. It's also important to manage your expectations. You might feel hungry or a bit irritable at first. That's totally normal. Your body is adjusting. It usually takes a few days to a week to get into the groove. Pushing through that initial phase is the hardest part. Now, let's address some common concerns. Will I lose muscle? If you're doing it correctly, this shouldn't be a major issue. As we mentioned, fasting can boost growth hormone, which helps preserve muscle. Also, making sure you get enough protein during your eating window is essential for muscle maintenance. Combining fasting with some resistance training is a fantastic way to ensure you're losing fat, not muscle. What about side effects? Some people might experience headaches, fatigue, or dizziness, especially when starting. This is often a sign of dehydration or an electrolyte imbalance. Make sure you're drinking enough water, and you can even add a pinch of salt to your water if you're feeling a bit off. These symptoms usually disappear as your body adapts. And who should not fast? This is very important. Intermittent fasting is not for everyone. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, have a history of eating disorders, are underweight, or have certain medical conditions like diabetes, you should absolutely talk to your doctor before starting any fasting regimen. Your health and safety always come first. This isn't medical advice. It's a guide to get you started on your own research and conversations with a healthcare professional. Let's talk about breaking your fast. When your eating window starts, try not to go overboard with a massive meal. This can cause digestive discomfort. Start with something small and easy to digest, like a handful of nuts, a small piece of fruit, or a light soup. Then, have a larger, balanced meal about an hour later. This helps ease your digestive system back into action. A big question I get is, what about exercise? Can you work out while fasting? Yes, you can. In fact, working out in a fasted state can sometimes enhance fat burning. However, listen to your body. A high-intensity workout might feel tougher on an empty stomach. You might prefer doing lighter activities like walking or yoga during your fasting window and saving your more intense workouts for your eating window when you have more energy. Experiment and see what works for you. To wrap things up, intermittent fasting is a powerful tool for weight loss and overall health, but it's not a magic wand. It works best when combined with a healthy diet, regular exercise, and good sleep. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle, not a quick fix. The real beauty of intermittent fasting is its flexibility. You can adapt it to fit your life. Don't feel pressured to follow a strict protocol. Start with small changes, see how you feel, and adjust as you go. The journey to a healthier you should be empowering, not punishing. If you've tried intermittent fasting, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What worked for you? What challenges did you face? Let's create a supportive community and learn from each other. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this guide gave you the clarity and confidence to explore intermittent fasting. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more health and wellness content. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.
There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level.